Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. First G20 Energy Transition Working Group meeting to be held in Bengaluru tomorrow. Second sale of wheat through e-auction to be held across the country on 15th of February. BJP appoints Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan as party in charge for upcoming assembly elections in Karnataka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address participants of Jaipur Mahakhel via video conferencing tomorrow. And Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches mascot, theme song and jersey for third edition of Khelo India Winter Games beginning from the 10th of February in Gulmarg. The first G20 Energy Transition Working Group meeting under India's presidency will be held in Bengaluru from tomorrow to the 7th of February. The delegates from G20 countries and guest countries will be part of the working group. In addition, leading international organizations such as the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, United National Development Programme, International Energy Agency, Clean Energy Ministerial and International Solar Alliance, among others, will send their representatives for the meeting. Technology gaps in energy transition, low-cost financing for energy transition, energy security and diversified supply chain, industrial low-carbon transition and fuel for the future are the priority areas set for the working group discussion. Speaking to media persons in Bengaluru recently, the Union Power Secretary Alok Kumar spoke about the agenda of the first G20 Energy Transition Working Group meeting.
एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन वर्किंग ग्रुप का जो काम है वो ये है कि जो G20 के देश हैं वो कैसे कलेक्टिवली एक अपनी सहमति बना के पूरे विश्व में एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन को आगे ले जा सके। इसके लिए सबसे महत्वपूर्ण यह है कि इस तरह से किया जाए कि एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी सुनिश्चित की जा सके ताकि सभी देशों में सभी नागरिकों को जिनकी मूलभूत आवश्यकताएं हैं उसके लिए पर्याप्त एनर्जी एक अफोर्डेबल तरीके से सुलभ हो सके।
The G20 Employment Working Group meeting concluded in Jaipur this afternoon. Our correspondent reports that three key issues were discussed in the three-day meeting.
A total of 11 sessions were organized in this three-day meeting. These sessions mainly focused on bringing equality in demand and supply of skills, gig and platform economy and sustainable financing of social security schemes. To create a common platform for harmonization of skills across the world was also discussed in the meeting. After the changing situation post-COVID and increasing intervention of technology, these subjects have become significant for all developed and developing countries. This was the first meeting of this group. The same agenda would be discussed in the three more meetings to be held in coming months. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jodhpur.
The second sale of wheat through e-auction will be held throughout the country on the 15th of February. The Food Corporation of India has issued directions to all the winning bidders of the first e-auction held on the 1st and 2nd of February to remit the cost and lift the stock immediately from concerned depots across the country. It has asked winning bidders to make the wheat available in respective markets in order to further contain the prices. The Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Ministry said the prices are set to fall further after the wheat sold in the e-auction is lifted and atta is made available in the market. Bharatiya Janata Party today appointed Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan as his party in charge for the upcoming assembly elections of Karnataka. Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai has been made the co-in charge for the polls. The assembly elections in Karnataka are likely to be held in the middle of this year. In another decision, the BJP has appointed D.R. Thapa as State President of Sikkim and N.K. Subba as BJP's Legislative Party leader. D.T. Lepcha has been appointed as special invitee for the National Executive Committee. The Reserve Bank of India RBI has said that as a regulator and supervisor, it maintains a constant vigil on the banking sector and on individual banks to maintain financial stability. The RBI statement has come amidst media reports expressing concern about the exposures of Indian banks to a business conglomerate. The RBI said as per its current assessment, the banking sector remains resilient and stable. It added that various parameters relating to capital adequacy, asset quality, liquidity, provision coverage and profitability are healthy. The RBI further added that banks are also in compliance with the large exposure framework guidelines issued by it. In Bihar, NIA today arrested 3 suspected activists of the Popular Front of India (PFI). The arrests were made from the Chakia subdivision area of East Champaran district after the NIA raided hideouts of PFI activists this morning. According to sources, the activists had allegedly threatened to blow up the Ram temple in Ayodhya. 8 persons have also been detained over the issue. Additional Director General of Police J.S. Gangwar told AIR News the PFI activists were arrested in a joint operation by the NIA and Bihar police. Further details are awaited. In Uttarakhand, the case has been registered against 9 persons, including 2 section officers of the Public Service Commission in connection with a junior engineer and assistant engineer exam paper leak case. Following investigation by an SIT, a case was registered in Haridwar. Out of the 9 accused, 6, including a section officer of the commission and his wife, are already in jail in connection with the accountant recruitment examination case. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami said strict action will be taken against those found involved in these cases. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the gesture of a 13-year-old Meenakshi Kshatriya from Madhya Pradesh for enrolling herself in Nikshay Mitra and taking care of TB patients with her savings. In response to a tweet by Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, the Prime Minister termed it as a noteworthy gesture which will boost the efforts towards achieving TB-free India. The Prime Minister has also praised Steel Authority of India Limited for achieving the highest monthly production of hot metal, crude steel and saleable steel in history in January. Responding to a tweet by the Minister of Steel, the Prime Minister said it is encouraging news from a sector vital to India Atmanirbhar. This is All India Radio, giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at EIR News Alerts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the participants of Jaipur Mahakhel via video conferencing tomorrow. Lok Sabha MP from Jaipur Rural, Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore, has been organizing Jaipur Mahakhel since 2017. The Mahakhel, which is focusing on the Kabaddi competition this year, started on the 12th of January on the occasion of National Youth Day. It has witnessed the participation of more than 6,400 youths and sportspersons from more than 450 Gram Panchayats, municipalities and wards of all 8 Legislative Assembly regions of Jaipur Rural Lok Sabha constituency. The organization of Mahakhel provides an opportunity for the youth of Jaipur to showcase their sporting talent and also motivates them to take up sports as a career option. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launched the mascot, theme song and jersey for the 3rd edition of the Khelo India Winter Games at Raj Bhavan in Jammu today. Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha and other dignitaries were present on the occasion. More from a correspondent.
During the launch ceremony, Anurag Singh Thakur said Khelo India Winter Games is a part of Khelo India Abhiyan, thought of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to encourage youth towards games and make India an emerging soft sports power on the global stage.
जहां देश में अधिकतर परिवारों में प्रश्न रहते थे कि क्या बच्चे खेल में जाएं या ना जाएं, आज वो सोच बदलने का काम भी पिछले 8 वर्षों में हुआ है। खेलो इंडिया अभियान हो, फिट इंडिया अभियान हो, इसने एक बहुत बड़ी भूमिका निभाई है और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने जहां खिलाड़ियों को सुविधाएं दी, वहीं पर खिलाड़ियों के लिए मनोबल बढ़ाने के लिए समय समय पर उनसे बातचीत करना, बड़े टूर्नामेंट पे जाने से पहले उनसे बात भी करना, आने के बाद अपने घर पे उनको निमंत्रण देके बुलाना भी। ये शायद आज से बहुत पहले हुआ होता तो देश में बदलाव आ गया।
The 3rd edition of Khelo India Winter Games are scheduled to be held from 10th to 14th of this month and is supported by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and is being organized by Jammu and Kashmir Sport Council as well as the Winter Games Association of J&K. Around 1,500 athletes from across the country will take part in the games. The main attraction during the mega event are snowshoe race, ice skating, ice hockey, skiing, Nordic ski, snowboarding, ski mountaineering and ice stock among other. Zain Gulshan Rana, AIR News, Jammu.
In the Khelo India Youth Games being organized in Madhya Pradesh, players are performing the best to win medals for the state. Semi-finals of team events and finals of individual events are being held at 8 venues in the state. More from a correspondent.
Host MP has so far won 25 medals including 15 gold, 7 silver and 4 bronze medals in the Khelo India Youth Games. whereas Maharashtra has won a total of 43 medals including 14 gold and Haryana has won 21 medals with 11 gold. MP now is in the first place in medal tally. In Khelo India Youth Games, players are competing for medals in 10 sports today. So many ups and downs will be seen in the medal table. At the same time, tremendous effort is being seen in the ongoing cycling event in Delhi. Devmeena of Madhya Pradesh created a new meet record by jumping 4.91 meters in pole vault. The previous meet record was 4.90 meters. Meanwhile, by winning 6 gold medals in one day yesterday, the players of Madhya Pradesh left behind their performance in the 4th Khelo India Youth Games. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Karnataka on the 6th of February. He will inaugurate India Energy Week 2023 at Bengaluru. He will also dedicate to the nation the HAL helicopter factory at Tumakuru. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and senior officials of the Ministry of Defence will be present on the occasion. Mr. Modi will also lay the foundation stone of various development initiatives. The India Energy Week has been held from the 6th to 8th of February. It is aimed to showcase India's rising prowess as an energy transition powerhouse. China has blamed some US politicians and media for what it called hyping up the Chinese surveillance balloon controversy after US Secretary of State Antony Blinken postponed his visit to Beijing. A Chinese Foreign Ministry statement today announced that the phone call between a Chinese diplomat, Wang Yi, and Blinken on Friday tried to downplay the Chinese surveillance balloon controversy, terming it as an occasional individual case. The statement said the two sides communicated on how to handle it in a calm and professional manner. The United States has announced additional security package for Ukraine. The package included authorization of a presidential drawdown of security assistance valued at up to $425 million as well as $1.75 billion in Ukraine's security assistance initiative funds. According to the statement released by the U.S. Defense Department, the package also included the critical air defense capabilities to help Ukraine defend its people, as well as armored infantry vehicles and more equipment, including Javelin anti-tank missiles, artillery ammunition, and conventional and long-range rockets. High Commissioner of India to Bangladesh, Pranay Verma, took a guided tour of the Maitri Super Thermal Power Plant at Rampal in Bangladesh. He reviewed the progress of the work on the second unit of the 1,320 megawatt power plant. Talking to media at the plant site, Mr. Verma said the second unit of the Maitri power plant is expected to be commissioned this year. He highlighted the cutting-edge environmental technology used at the power plant to reduce its environmental footprint. The Rampal power plant uses ultra-supercritical technology to mitigate hazardous environmental impacts. State-of-the-art boiler and chimney design have been utilized to withstand wind speeds of over 250 kilometers per hour. The Rampal power plant has been funded by India's Exim Bank at an approximate cost of $2 billion. The first unit of the plant is already operational and it is supplying electricity to the national grid of Bangladesh. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today congratulated his Sri Lankan counterpart Ali Sabri and the government and the people of Sri Lanka on 75 years of their independence. In his message, Dr. Jaishankar affirmed that India will always remain a dependable partner and a reliable friend of the island nation, guided by the Neighbourhood First policy. In football, India beat Bhutan in the opening match of the South Asian Football Federation Under-20 Women's Championship in Dhaka yesterday. Hosts Bangladesh and Nepal are the other two teams in the tournament. India will face Bangladesh tomorrow and Nepal on Tuesday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. First G20 Energy Transition Working Group meeting to be held in Bengaluru tomorrow. Second sale of wheat through e-auction to be held across the country on the 15th of February. BJP appoints Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan as party in charge for upcoming assembly elections in Karnataka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address participants of Jaipur Mahakhel via video conferencing tomorrow. Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches mascot, theme song and jersey for the third edition of Khelo India Winter Games beginning from the 10th of February in Gulmarg. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.